Getting down from Blood Mountain was half the battle. All my clothing was still wet. Luckily, I was able to sleep behind Mountain Crossing. The next morning, I made an attempt to hitchhike to town. And yeah, I was greeted by the orange kitty as well. Alright, so I made it to Neil's Gap last night. The hostel was full, so I ended up camping in their backyard essentially. Everything I own is wet. I was trying to hitch a ride into, is it Bellevue? Blairsville, Georgia. And no one really wants to stop for a dude, but then this shuttle driver just happened to spot me and gave me a ride. So here I am on my way to the laundromat. Here at Mountain Crossings, and here's the infamous orange cat that greets everyone as they walk in. So here at Neil's Gap, Mountain Crossing, there's the infamous tree. It has several names: Tree of Lost Souls, the Tree of Quitters. So everyone who talks about it, no one really has the meaning behind this tree. Some say, it's people who get on the Appalachian Trail starting at Amicalola Falls and hike all the way up to Neil's Gap, and they decide, you know what, the AT isn't for me, so they throw their shoes up and they get in a shuttle and they get on that road to town and they quit. But that's not what this tree really is. This tree is what you make of it. So back in 2019, I was hiking the AT and came through this area myself, and I bought a new pair of shoes at Mountain Crossing right here, and I threw my old ones up in this tree. I can't find them right now. They might have fallen down or gotten cut down since then. So yeah, this tree is what you make of it. This tree could be, if you decided to tap out on the AT, throw them up and get ghost, or it could be just that you bought a new pair of shoes from Mountain Crossing and you kept going. So that's that. Oh, and the owner says no more littering. All right. So long, Neil's Gap. I got my clothes dried, my shoes dried. I feel like $1 million man. That was a rough night last night. Everything was soaked. My down sleeping bag was soaked. My down jacket was soaked. So I was standing at the intersection, well, not the intersection, the Gap, trying to hitchhike into town. And then luckily, Craig, one of the shuttle drivers, gave me a ride to town so I can dry off all my stuff and probably saved my life. Because I was borderline hypothermic there for a minute. So I'm still in high spirits, loving life. Whew. So I have a 2-day hike to get to Hiawassee, Georgia. Looking forward to getting some fish and chips and a couple of beers. So, backstory, I came to this very spot about 5 years ago. It was in 2019, and I was doing a section hike. And something that really motivated me is I was just sitting there in my tent reading a book, and I was packed like a day hiker, typical day hiker, and a southbound hiker was coming from Mount Katahdin in Maine and passed by me, and I just said, hey, and I'm like, and they said, hey, back. I'm like, I asked them, I was like, where are you coming from? Like, Maine. I'm like, whoa, shit. And right then and there, I was like, okay, that just like further solidified me in my quest to hike the Appalachian Trail on my own. All right, so I'm 2.3 miles out from Hiawassee, Georgia. So the mission for tonight is to find fish and chips. I am fiending for fish and chips, like I'm a zombie or something. That's the goal for tonight. And of course, like obviously a shower and do my laundry. And then tomorrow, I'll get back on trail and make my way towards South Carolina.
You want to go dance or bug it in?
No.
Do you want me to drop you there, or do you want to?
All right, just left my motel room, got a nice shower in, clean clothes on. Now I'm on my quest for fish and chips. Walking through Hiawassee, Georgia aimlessly, semi-aimlessly, on my quest, my side quest for fish and chips. I guess I'm gonna give this a go.
After one last meal at Huddle House, it was time to head back to the mountains.
All right, I am a new man. Got in a nice long hot shower, clean clothes on my back, belly full of fried chicken, fish and chips, waffles, biscuits and gravy, chicken salad sandwiches, oatmeal cream pies, beer, you name it. That's what I love about thru hiking, is you can eat whatever you want. And as long as you're putting these miles up and down these mountains, you're gonna burn that off, I promise you. I have yet to see anyone struggle with losing weight on the AT or any thru hike. They say if you're carrying between a 30 and 40 pound pack, you'll burn roughly to 5,000 to 10,000 calories a day hoofing up and down these mountains. Some good stuff. And I have a freakish ability to pound food. Yo!